I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Bueno, si esta es la comunidad, no sé.
Are you okay?
Creo que todos lo quieren
It's
matar.
been hours.
Literalmente,
We were
todos.
worried you'd run into some trouble.
No me la
At
dejó
the Crooked
fácil.
Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter.
Bloody Mary.
We got him.
We can talk about it
Mariana.
later. You did well,
Mariana
Sheriff. I'm
Cruz.
surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Tuviste la
Georgie
orden.
may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Está muerto.
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well,
Lo maté.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll
Por
deal
favor,
with
que
it
esto no
later,
sea
but
una de
right
esas
now,
boludeces
you're
en
the
el que el
one I'm
Crooked Man
concerned
dice,
with.
oh,
You
yo
call
no
the
fui,
shots.
bla bla bla,
Georgie
y todos
made
dicen,
that
ay,
perfectly
capaz
clear.
que
In
no,
which
capaz
case
que
you
es
still
bueno.
have a lot to answer
Por favor.
for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Déjala
Let her
terminar.
finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale
Y
of magical
resistirse.
artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one.
A ver, se resistió al arresto e intentó matar al
Bullshit.
comisario.
Like hell you
¿Qué querés charlar?
We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's
Déjelo
done.
hablar.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go
A ver
ahead.
qué boludez
We all
dice.
know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Necesito
The
saber
Crooked Man has committed
quién dejó las
crimes
cabezas
against
en
this
mi casa.
government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees.
No.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the
This is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth.
No es lo que
He
dijo
seemed pretty
Georgie.
convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
No.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Fue una
You weren't
trampa.
being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand
claro.
wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Ellos no querían
Right. They don't do
protegerte.
it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own
No, hay
decisions.
empleados
as
y
Georgie
empleados.
was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Sí, los lazos.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon.
No le
She
rompí
left
el
everything
árbol, no le rompí el árbol.
back in the homeland.
No se lo rompí.
Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
Ah,
you were gonna
Me
burn
negué.
her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Snow
that true?
cometió.
Don't
No,
blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow
Es
wanted
cierto.
your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated
Una
Crane,
prostituta
and you
se
hated him
disfrazó
for
de
wanting to
Snow.
fuck you, and you being too soft
¿Por qué
to
nadie
notice what he'd
menciona
do
eso?
to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
como algo malo que se puede hacer con el glamour.
We've
Es
made
literalmente
some
un deepfake.
I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Él nunca se
You really
preocupó.
think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Es verdad.
They're right.
You're all
me
still
gané uno.
afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Qué bien que me salió. A casa.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these
Al pozo.
accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. especially given Bigby's history.
What are you
Oh,
talking about?
¿qué hay de
Snow?
tu
What
historial?
about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're
Uy,
doing
la
this.
puta que te pare.
I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
¿A dónde
Where are
querés
you
llegar?
going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Eso fue
Don't make him a
justificado.
murderer. For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need
Es
to
una
escalate.
pelotudez lo que
Me?
está
It was
diciendo.
them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're
Si un
handling it
policía le
internally.
responde los tiros a un chorro y lo
How
mata,
about the
que
way
hay
he
que juzgar al
treated poor
policía.
Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mash.
Ah, bueno, eso no tengo nada que
Under
decir.
my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That
Tú
was
eres el que está en
You're
juicio.
the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Es verdad.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Sí, claro.
Oh,
¿Dónde está?
you're right,
Ah,
dear.
se fue a
Crane
París.
was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is
Me
completely
estaban cagando a
different.
I
We all-
escopetazos.
will not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we
Cálmense, por
need them.
favor.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
me.
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about.
Sí,
We
todo me
lashed
sale todo
our
mal.
ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Es una boludez esto.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Hola, sálvame por Dios, decí algo.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Ya puedes
Why don't
sacarte el
you take
lazo,
a
por
moment to
suerte.
catch your breath a little
What's
while?
she doing here?
Ya no tiene los
I need to say something.
labios sellados.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Adelante.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Bien,
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
cagaste.
Did you kill her? Did he?
No, se suicidó.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Ella quería que todas fueran libres.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I
Ah,
don't
pa,
think
¿qué pasó?
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Ah, bueno, muestra su verdadera cara,
Whatever will keep
perfecto. Me
your
sirve.
miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy? What did you
Esperabas.
expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't get it.
bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
Yo tomaré la decisión.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
Soy el comisario.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Bueno, en realidad tendría que haber
Okay,
sugerido que voten,
Mr.
pero...
Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yo quiero encerrarlo, la verdad. No tirarlo al
Yes,
pozo.
Sheriff.
Arrancarle la cabeza, no.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a
Encerrarlo
fucking
creo que
lesson.
es... Tranquilos. Encerrarlo creo que es la opción
Everyone, I'm-
bien.
Not this way.
Ok. No, al pozo no. Toma.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Encarcelarlo. Lo van a recordar. Te salió mal.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Nos sirve más vivo, la verdad.
There's a way.
Pensando a futuro.
All right, do it.
Y además él quería que lo mate. Cuervo.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
Ah,
He's got a
Okay.
sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he
está
parted
bien.
with it.
Me parece
Thanks,
perfecto.
Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff.
El sonido. No sé si usted se acuerda de mí.
I know who you are, Flycatcher.
Flycatcher.
You worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
La gran
Great.
hija.
This fucking line.
Che, ya se pueden sacar los lazos.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Ok. ¿Está todo bien?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Ok.
We'll talk later, okay?
Tiene 1000 cosas para hacer.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Ok.
Someone's gonna see
No.
you, Colin.
El glamour, loco. No lo usa nadie. Tanto que defendían a la vieja diciendo no, nos van a sacar lo único que tenemos, qué sé yo. El árbol. No lo usa nadie. Se van a la granja al final, loco. Yo no me dejaron ayudar.
Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Lamento, trate de ayudar.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White?
Bueno, si no tienen plata, loco, ¿qué
Dad
querés
says
que haga?
there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Estoy ocupado, re forro.
Sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when
Le
they're
encantará.
little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Estarás más seguro ahí.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mondays seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
Sí.
No.
Bueno, no.
Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
Bueno, podés ayudar a tu hijo en vez de ser un forro y decir la granja es un lugar de mierda.
Goodbye, teacher.
Ya que no te queda otra porque tenés que ir a la granja.
Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
¿Cómo lo
How should
sabría?
I know?
Saying goodbye?
Nerissa. ¿Por qué tenés el lazo todavía?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Quitar el lazo.
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Cuando dijo la noche que la cubriera.
Photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out...
Claro, Crane.
I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the
Solo
lengths
dímelo.
they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were
Bueno, estabas tratando de
just trying to
protegerlas,
protect them.
pero fue una decisión muy estúpida.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Cuéntame
What
más.
happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Le sacaba el lazo.
So Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It
Claro,
was true
mintió.
enough.
I guess...
Claro, mintió porque se iba a salir con la suya, si no.
I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality.
Está bien, sí.
Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Para que investigue, ok.
You?
I walked her over here,
Ese pedazo de
and I
tela.
left her.
So,
Cierto.
that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry.
Lo siento.
I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
No sé dónde
You don't
estamos
see that a
parados.
lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Es lo que dijo Fate.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ir tras ella.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Antes de que se rompan la cabeza con ese final, que yo recuerdo haber pensado un montón de teorías, es ambiguo a propósito, o sea, no hay forma realmente de saberlo. Tenés a Fate hablando como habla Nerissa al final del juego, nos dijo lo mismo, entonces la idea es que ambas chicas son o Nerissa o ambas son Fate. En alguna de sus versiones está oculta con glamour. A mí el comentario es el de que el doctor está haciendo pruebas todavía con el cuerpo de Fate, que apareció ahí mientras Bigby pensaba. Me sugiere que Fate es la que está usando glamour. O sea, el cuerpo de Fate es el que tenía glamour, lo que significa que quizás Nerissa está muerta. Y Fate está haciéndose pasar por Nerissa todo este tiempo. Así que nada, no se sabe quién murió, quién vivió, solo se sabe que la del principio del juego y la del final es la misma, eso es lo que el juego sugiere. No sé si esto va a seguir en el 2 o el 2 va a ser una historia completamente original, así que ya veremos si el 2 vuelve sobre este tema de Fate y Nerissa o no, o es otra historia dentro de unos años. Nos vemos.